Okay, so today, guys, we are going to introduce Devon and April, and they are traveling and living in a converted ambulance. So, hi, guys. How you doing?
Great.
Yeah, we're doing well.
Yeah.
We're just been out here in the desert for a little over a week and just meeting some really amazing people and really soaking up the sun and just what the area has to offer.
Awesome. It's been beautiful, and you're right. There's been such a great group of people here to meet and network with. So, where are you guys from? How long you been on the road? What made you think to get into this whole lifestyle?
Yeah, so we're from the Boston area. We've actually been on the road for about 6 months now. And we actually first had bought a Ford cargo van that somebody else had built out, and he did a really beautiful job. But we were taking it out on weekend trips up into New Hampshire hiking and such, and we realized that we really wanted something that we could stand up in. And we also wanted to kind of customize our own rig. And so Devon got the idea of getting the ambulance, and this is a 2002 Ford E450, 7.3 liter diesel. The engine is really strong, and it's just been a great rig. And one of the things that I think is great about ambulances is that most of the work is kind of already done for you. For instance, we were, as you can tell, living in a very urban area, so we didn't have access to like a wood shop and lots of tools and that kind of thing. We were both working full time, so we're like, all right, how do we get something that how do we find a vehicle that we can just do a basic build on so we can just get out there? And the ambulance is great for that. We just did kind of a light build on it. Some people, when they get these, they completely gut them, which is great, and I think that's just wonderful. You can, do as much or as little as you want to.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you guys have done a very good job, so if you don't mind, let's take a look inside. So before we head inside, let's take a quick look at some of this outdoor storage you guys have.
Yeah, so this is one of the cabinets. My cello is in here.
You've got a cello in there.
Yeah.
That is a huge storage compartment. Amazing.
It is really great. Like it's insulated. Like I put this R7 polyiso in here and also there, so it keeps it nice and snug. Relatively climate controlled in there. We use it for other various utility items, extra chairs and whatnot, and yeah, so.
Cool. And you have one more of these on the other side, correct?
Yes, we do.
Actually, two, right? Yeah. Okay, and now on the other side, you've got one more, and this one looks like even bigger. It's a little shorter, but.
Yeah, in this storage compartment, we have a fresh water storage here. So this is a 28-gallon stainless steel tank, and it's originally used for wine fermentation. And so we found this up on Amazon, and it's a great solution for storing fresh water if you're worried about plastic containers. And so this is our main tank. And then we have a 5-gallon jerry can inside, which has filters in it. So we fill that up and use that for our fresh drinking water inside.
Awesome.
And that's worked out great for 6 months.
Yeah, that is a big amount of storage, and it's sanitary stainless steel. And you also have one more storage thing outside?
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
My gosh.
That's over here.
Wow.
So this is where we store our propane tank. We have a 40-pound propane tank right there, which we've just kind of run inside there, so it makes it really handy to cook. We usually use that for cooking and also for our catalytic heater.
Okay.
And so we have that, and we have some extra fuel, firewood. This is usually where we store our wood, and
very nice.
Yeah.
And you've got, is this also the same behind you, Devon? Is that another?
Yes, this is some shelves accessible from the inside, and the bottom storage shelf is where we keep all our tools. And actually, this lock wasn't working when we bought the ambulance, so we installed this heavy-duty lock on this compartment here.
Smart.
And so.
Thanks.
Yeah, this is just another great storage solution.
Awesome.
And, yeah.
Well, looks good, guys. Let's go ahead and go on inside and check out the inside.
Great.
Okay, so we're in the inside of the ambulance now, and it's just a very nice, kind of homey little atmosphere in here with the wood cabinetry, and you've got your couch that folds out to into a bed, more cabinetry there, and just very functional. And like you mentioned, a lot of this stuff was pre-built with the ambulance.
And when we bought the ambulance, the previous owner had kept the ambulance interior as it was originally built, so all the plastic plexiglass slider doors were still in place. So we just removed those and built these cabinet front doors out of old IKEA bed slats.
Okay.
So we just wanted to customize it to make it comfortable and to look the way we wanted it to. And so it was extremely easy. Neither one of us have any carpentry or woodworking skills, so just kind of thinking about what would work and how it should be put together. We just did that, and we got these barrel lock hinges and all the hardware from, you know, Home Depot and things like that. And so this cabinet is for our dry goods and spices and everything.
Nice.
And in this area is just books and other gear, rain jackets and things like that. And the storage is, the internal and the external storage is just amazing.
Yeah.
And that was one thing I noticed right off with this ambulance. Like this whole box here, you see that wooden, that is actually accessed from the outside with a heavy duty locking door.
Yeah.
So that external storage was very impressive to me.
Yeah, it's really great if you want to store like for instance back there we have like right behind you we have a 20 pound
40 pound
40 pound propane tank.
Okay.
So that's actually the area where they used to store the oxygen tanks, and so it's really great to have that place to have the tank kind of not like right in your living space.
Gotcha.
If you don't want to do that.
That is great for something, and that's a big worry for a lot of people, having a propane tank inside.
Yeah.
And now you guys do a pretty basic kitchen, no sink.
Yeah.
But you've got an area to set up your camp stove there.
Yep. We have so we do have a 2-burner Coleman stove, which we almost never use. What we're going to do is kind of like a future project this year is we actually met somebody camped right next to us who he actually just took apart the Coleman stove and just has the top part recessed like into a wood countertop. So we're like, that is a great idea.
Nice.
So we're going to put that right here actually.
Perfect.
And so we use that. We have a 3-quart Instant Pot, which we just love to use, and that's kind of primarily what we use to cook on.
Awesome. It's a very nice little living space. I love the little stick-on tile. That looks really nice. Do you want to talk a little bit about your power setup? I know up front here you showed me you've got your batteries and stuff in the, which again, this is all the factory ambulance cabinetry, correct?
And so right here, this is where the paramedics and EMTs stored all the medication. So it's really the perfect spot to put our solar setup. So we have 800 watts of solar on the roof. We have 4 200-watt panels. And then in here, we just installed 3 100 amp hour Battle-Born batteries. And so you can see here up through the roof, we just ran the cables from the solar panels down here into the charge controller. And all this, we have no electrical experience at all. So just through online research, through YouTube videos and blogs, we learned about how to wire this safely and efficiently with all the proper breakers and fuses. And we just spent about 9 hours in the Home Depot parking lot crimping and just stripping wires, and just wired this up, and it was good to go. After one day of just putting all this in, we've had 0 problems so far for
awesome.
6 months. So
and so for power, you're running this Dometic fridge.
Yep, this is the 65-quart Dometic fridge.
Okay.
It's a 12-volt fridge wired directly into the system. And this slider rack is from Dometic as well.
Okay.
So you can just slide it out.
Nice. Access the
Extend it
fridge.
out here, just open it up, and yeah, It runs extremely efficiently, and we've had no problems with this at all.
Awesome. And now this chair here looks very functional and useful, and that's again part of the factory setup, right?
Yes, yeah, this was
awesome.
the jump seat where one of the EMTs would sit.
Okay.
And so, yeah, we decided to keep this in the build.
Nice.
And it's a great seat for when you have people over or you just want somewhere else to sit other than the couch. And we have a small foldable table that we just sit up here and eat dinner or drink tea or just relax at night. This is an extremely comfortable place to come in at night, you know, just rest after a great day of just whatever adventure we find ourselves on.
Great, and you do have a pass-through. You can get up to the front cab driving area past this seat.
Yeah, that's
Very
extremely
nice.
handy. Like in case you park in kind of a, you know, city or something, you just want to just pull up and go to bed.
Right.
It's extremely handy.
Yeah,
to
I
have
know that's
that.
a big concern for a lot of people having to pass through. So.
Yeah, it's really great. And I guess one other feature that I'd love to point out is the pull-out slat bed. Lots of people with ambulances, they either tear out the existing bench or they just kind of work with what's there. We decided to keep the existing structure but just kind of build on that because it's really nice because we just have two pull-out halves here. I can show you.
Yeah, you want to give us a little demonstration?
Yeah,
cool.
so this pulls out like so.
Okay.
And as well as
Let this side.
Very nice.
And then
Just
we
slide your
just
cushion.
kind of, we had an existing mattress.
Now this looks like just like a futon mattress?
Yep.
Perfect.
Yep, so that just
Wow,
pulls out
look
like
at
so.
that.
You got your bed and you're good to go.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
simple, quick.
Yeah.
Got a nice window there. This is awesome, guys.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So not all ambulances come with that side window, and I really enjoy this window. I think it's great to get a lot of extra light. Plus, you get the radiant heat. Like if it's on a cold day, it just warms it up really nicely.
Very nice.
Yeah. So
Awesome.
That's been really fun.
Well, you want to give us a demo of putting the bed back so we can see how easy it is to do?
Definitely.
Sure.
Yeah. Just fold
So that looks kind of like a futon mattress.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just take our little stuffed bear there. Just fold this up like so. We push it in.
the mattress.
Slats slide right back in.
Slide these guys in. Just kind of lift that up.
There.
Make
kinda
sure
do
that
that.
it's all positioned like that.
And then there you go.
So now you're back in couch mode, and I mean, this leaves you with an
that's it.
incredible amount of center walkway space here.
Yeah.
And you guys being together, you find that this is plenty of room for you guys
Yeah, definitely.
as far as living space.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh.
Like sometimes someone will just kind of lounge here. The other one, you know, like we'll hang out in that captain's chair as we call it.
Yeah.
And it works out great.
Very nice. And of
Thanks.
course, you guys are both standing up completely.
Yeah.
I'm 5'11", and I'm standing up completely, so plenty of stand-up room.
Awesome.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, guys, I really appreciate you inviting me into your home and showing everybody your awesome ambulance build.
Thanks.
Is there anything you want to say to the people out there that are thinking about getting into this? You guys are pretty fresh on the road. This is your first year?
Yep, it is.
Nice.
Yeah.
We've been on the road for about 6 months now, and I think if anybody's considering moving into a vehicle and they're nervous or hesitant about buying a vehicle and building it out themselves, then consider looking at ambulances because it's a great point of entry vehicle. You can customize it as much or as little as you want. And just put your stuff in here and hit the road, and while you're on the road, it's really easy, as we did. Find a Home Depot or Lowe's or local hardware store, pull up there, you could do all the work in the parking lot, and it's really a mutually beneficial relationship because, as we all know, we always forget a screw or a piece of hardware, so
You're right there.
you just go right into that store, get your stuff, come out here and work, and you're pretty much good to go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Devon, April, thank you again so much, and we wish you the best travels on the road. Enjoy your adventure.
Hey, thanks a lot.
Right, thank you so much, Brian, for coming over and giving us this opportunity to just present what we're doing. And, you know, as we've told many people, our vehicle name is Miles, and we're living life 1 mile at a time.
Nice. Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.